Today we're going to take a look at the BookPagez File Cabinet. The File Cabinet is a really powerful tool that will help you organize your resources and plan super focused reading instruction. Once you log into the member area, you can click on the My Files tab to see your saved files. Here, I've stored comprehension strategy specific files, lesson plans that I'd like to use with some of my small groups, and some files that I can use for word work. So let's take a closer look at one of the files. To begin, you'll see that I have a couple of folders for comprehension strategies. The folders are easy to open. Simply click anywhere on the turquoise bar to reveal the files you've saved. I've started to build my Making Inferences folder by saving resources for some of my favorite books. This makes it easy to print these resources later. All you have to do is click the download button. The resource will pop in a new window, and you can print from there. Now let's take a look at one of the small group folders. Let's pretend that I have a small group of readers who are struggling to make meaningful connections with books. Because the ability to make meaningful connections affects a lot of other comprehension skills, I'm planning to create a flexible group for readers who need a little extra support with this skill. Here, you can see that I've already selected a Making Connections lesson plan for use with Diary of a Worm. But I know this group of kiddos will need some extra practice, so I need to find another lesson plan. I'll head over to the resource library, where I can filter the resources by strategy. Click Making Connections, and I am presented with all of the books that have a Making Connections lesson plan. Now, Diary of a Worm is a guided reading level K, so I want to find another title that is within range of a level K. By scrolling up to the filters, I can narrow down my search by clicking on K. Now I'm presented with titles that will be appropriate for my set of readers. Let's click on the Paper Bag Princess. Scroll down to the Making Connections lesson plan and click Add to Files. Doing so will pop up this window. Here, I can either save the file to a folder that I've already created, or I can create a new folder. Let's pop the resource into the Flexible Group folder. Now, when I return to my file cabinet, I can see that there are two files in my folder. Next, let's add a new folder. We'll head back to the resource library, and this time I want to find resources that I can use for word work. I'm going to look for resources that focus on blends. Here are the books that I can use to help my students practice reading blends. I'll click on the Giving tree. Scroll down to the Word Work lesson plan and click Add to Files. This time, we'll create a new folder. Now, when I return to my files, I can see the new Blends folder. Last, let's take a look at some of the ways that we can organize the file cabinet. You can begin by organizing your folders either by moving them into alphabetical order or by grouping them by type. All you have to do is click on the up and down arrows. Next, you can delete a folder by clicking on the red X. You can also move and delete resources inside of folders. So, for example, let's pretend that my flexible group is ready to use what they've learned about making connections to make inferences. I can go into the Making Inferences folder and move a resource to the group folder. Let's move the one for Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Just click on the pencil and select the correct folder. Now it's your turn to become super organized. Log into your member area to make your first set of folders.